Hey y'all. So I'm super excited to be back on here. It has been a long time. But I've been like really interested in sharing some more of my poetry, and this is a poem that I actually have already shared. I actually performed this at an opening for a concert for this Christian artist um maybe 2 years ago. But it's crazy because the theme of this poem has been on my mind. Not just on my mind, it was the subject of church on Sunday. It was something, I talked about yesterday when I had my mentor session. It's something that we all sometimes hide behind and keeps us from like fully embracing our full identity. And so this poem is called Shame. And it's crazy because I actually also went over this on Friday, Thursday, I believe, with my husband. We were having a Bible study and we were talking about shame in the garden with Adam and Eve. And so I wanted to share that with you guys today because I know that shame is something that holds a lot of us back in life. And it's something that we shouldn't live in. It's something we shouldn't immerse ourselves in. And it's something that God really does not like. He loves us, and shame does not come from Him. Because we all have sinned and fallen short. So, y'all see the new bundle? Here he is, baby Josiah. He'll be here soon. So, that's an update. So, here goes. This poem is called Shame. Go up some. It started from the garden. Deception turned to blame. No accountability for what they each had did. Naked and afraid. Running from the truth. Point the finger at the necks as if they didn't choose. Shame made them hide. You see, they hadn't been exposed. And instead of confessing and learning their lesson, they let their pride keep them disrobed. That's just how we are today. Disobedient in plain sight, pointing the finger and passing the blame to whoever we want to dislike. Passion with all of our might. Dirty in all of our ways, prideful and careless and boastful in everything so we don't feel ashamed. Mask it however you want. Call it whatever you might. But darkness is always eradicated whenever we turn on the lights. So why don't we live in the light? Why do we die in our shame? For we all sin and fall short of the target we want to proclaim. Did you know confession was a cleansing and not the stage to make yourself disgraced? Did you know we are all saved not by our works but by His amazing grace? He died so we could live. He lived so we could breathe. The word says you will not be put to shame if you just believe. The enemy uses for ammo all that we do in the dark. So when we confess, we're telling God yes, and His mercy gives us a new start. So don't try to hide or deny. That pressure will eat you alive, lead you to smoking and drinking and drowning yourself in deception and lies. Call upon the Lord. Let His liberty set you free. And remember, God can't bless the person we pretend to be. So live and live out loud. Don't open the door to the shame. Release fear and keep your ear to the Lord when He's calling your name. Like a penny with a hole in it. They may tell you you have no worth. But worthiness comes from the one who was humble enough to come down to this earth. Be humble and He will exalt you. Exalt yourself and He will bring you down. There is no sin that is new to man, so don't let your shame keep you bound. We close doors when we live in shame. We block God's blessings when we point the blame. We have a decision to make. We remain if we don't choose to change. Remain with the masks on our face. Remain with the secrets that make us hate. Remain divided and broken to pieces. Remain in shackles that will not release us. You see, shame was on that cross. He lay naked, broken, and bruised. It's already done. We've already won. So stop feeling like you're going to lose. Speak life and pick yourself up. Delight in all that he's done. He created you beautifully, precious and true. Remember, you are the image of God. I hope you guys enjoyed that poem, and I hope it touches some of you. And I want you to remember, like, it's him that lives in you that makes you worthy. It's him that lives in you that makes you righteous. It's not your ex. It's not the things you didn't do. You know, we read these verses and we say, oh, well, Abraham, he was obedient to God and it was accounted to him for righteousness. It was a righteous act. But the Bible also says no one is righteous, not even one. So it's not one of us, not one person who is righteous. Not one. It's Christ that makes you righteous. And if you realize and constantly remind yourself and become aware that he lives in you, and if he lives in you, there is no shame to be had. He had the shame on the cross already. He took it. He took that shame. So when you fall, just get back up and keep going. That's it. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're less than a Christian. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're less than a person because you mess up. Because we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. And it's not by works, but by his grace, through faith that we are even saved. No one can boast. No one can boast. So if you just like, the only thing you can boast is in him. The only thing you can boast in is the fact that he loves us. The fact that if we invite him to, he lives in us. And if he lives in us, that alone makes us holy. That alone makes us righteous. Not our perfect track record, not our merit-based Christianity. It's the fact that he lives in us that makes us righteous. The fact that when we face him, when we go to him face to face, and if he sees himself in us, we're righteous. It's not about what we do or don't do. Okay? Let him guide you. Right? It's the faith in us that produces works, but it's not the works in us that produces faith and produces us to be saviors, to be saved by the Savior. That's not what it is. It's belief to know that we need him, we're dirty, and without him we're nothing. But with him we are beautiful. You can't say you have God in you at any point in time and think that you are disgusting and think that you're shameful. You cannot be shameful. When he sees you, he sees light, he sees beauty. You cannot be, because he lives in you. It's impossible. So let that encourage someone today. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.